Actually, some of Egyptologists keep saying that Ramses II is the greatest king that ruled over Egypt ever. Some others keep saying that Thutmose III is the greatest king that ruled over Egypt ever. Ramses II, he ruled over Egypt for 67 years. Thutmose III, he ruled over Egypt for 54 years. Ramses II have lots of statues, lots of buildings everywhere in the whole of Egypt. But they keep saying that around 80% of his work is for himself. And 20% he usurped it from some other rulers and just he put his own name and his own cartouches or his own statue and he said, it's mine. And it's not for Mr. Samuel, for example. Okay, so this is exactly what Ramses sometimes he did. So this is why some of the people consider Thutmose III as the greatest king that ruled over Egypt ever. You know, Thutmose III, he ruled over Egypt for 54 years. He had around 17 campaigns against the enemies of Egypt. He never lost a battle. During the time of this great king Ramses II, or Ramses the Great as people called him. Ramses the Great, by the way, married lots of wives, but the most beautiful one was called Nefertari. And here I want to show you the difference between Nefertari, Nefertiti, Titi, and T. And please pay attention very well, because by the end of the course there is an exam. If you answer the question well, you will stay for 3 more days with full board accommodation. If not, stay 3 more days, okay? But you work in another place, okay? So I mean, it will be very hard for answering this question. So, Ramses II, if you look at his face, reflecting the characteristics of the art during the time and reflecting that the art was very advanced. And if you look at the top of his head, you can see the double crowns representing upper and lower of Egypt. Because as I mentioned, Egypt used to be like 2 different kingdoms, and the first one who made the unification of Egypt was Minas, or now around 3200 BC. During the time of Ramses, have a big battle. It's called the Kalish battle between Egyptians and the Hittites. Ramses the second, his beloved wife was called Nefertari. But Nefertiti is a wife for the king Akhenaten. Titi is the wife of Ramses III. T, wife of Amenhotep III or Akhenaten's mother. So this is the difference between Nefertari, Nefertiti, Titi, and T. Okay? So when you look at Ramses here, when you look at his arms, he is actually crossing his arms on his chest, touching the crop and flail, one to take care of the Egyptian people and one for punishing the bad one and the bad people. If you look at his head, you can see the cobra. Can you see this cobra? The cobra on his head. Why the cobra? The cobra was the symbol of the protection. Why the cobra in particular? Because the cobra was considered as the third eye of the king. If the king is sleeping, the cobra all the time waits and walking the king and keep telling him there is a danger around him. So this is why it's considered as the third eye of the king. The Egyptian people, they used to have cobra and vulture, one representing upper of Egypt and one representing lower of Egypt. And all the time, when you go to the temples, tombs, everywhere, you are going to see the king while the king is standing and the cobra in the top of his head. You can see, by the way, on the wall, okay, or the architrave, you can see the cartouche. It's written in the cartouche, Wisr Ma'id Ra Sitib in Ra. Wisr Ma'id Ra Sitib in Ra. It means long life for the king Ramses II. If you look in the front of the cartouche, you can see the honeybee and you can see the plant, sedge or siege plant. These together in the ancient Egyptian language called which means a symbol of unification between upper and lower of Egypt. Alright?